Absolutely, treat yourself is right. Okay, so that's a fun way to get started. I want to say that's our only full max, or not even a full maxi, but our only maxi.
I would say of the dress, of the 2 hours, yes.
Okay, you look fabulous in this burnout.
It's brand new.
It's the first time we're talking about it?
Very, very first time we're showing it to any ladies. It's actually the very first time I've worn it. Now, I did try it on in fitting because I try everything on.
Right.
But first time that I'm pairing it with its beautiful little trousers, too.
I love those trousers. They're also brand new. So we have this available for you in a soft, in a beautiful, we're calling this a blush.
Yes.
Okay, so it's almost like a hinge on like a tanny
like
blush.
Or taupey blush. Sort of blush,
yes. Agree. We have it in front of you in that soft blue, and then behind that, look at this, we're calling it fresh lemon. It is the brightest, most beautiful under this burnout.
Pretty.
You have to talk to us, because when I saw this price at $49.95, I remember, Kate, and this is the God's honest truth, it had to be 20, I don't know, maybe even 30 years ago. Diane von Furstenberg was here, and she would bring in, she had a very elevated collection.
Yes.
And I remember learning about the process from her of what it takes to do a burnout.
To do a proper burnout.
A proper one.
Yes, and this is a proper burnout because this is done on top of mesh. So it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful technique. You're going to see just a little skin through the arm. Absolutely terrific. It is really stunning, and it's a tight burnout. A lot of times, and we've done them too, you see a burnout in a much larger pattern. This is very technical, very, very artistic, because the burnout is small, and it's, you know, very, very tight. So that's even harder to do, right? I mean, it's easier to burn out something that's bigger.
Makes sense.
This is like, you know, it's kind of like an
etching. And they actually do burn it out, right?
Yes, exactly. There's a whole technique that's involved in this. Now, it's bodice lined, so you're not seeing anything underneath. If you want to tuck in the bodice, that's great. And of course, all of our underlinings are completely stretchy, girls. We give you everything in the underlining, including, of course, the side slit, so that when you sit, you bend, it moves with you. It's not bunching around the tummy area, any of those things. And again, girls, this is perfect for both my taller girls, because Nettie is one of those. She's my height, and she's wearing the 1X, which is 5'9", I think. Nettie's 5'9.5", maybe, right? Yeah, I think we're about close. We're close. You never want to take any inches away from anybody, right? Everybody gets so upset.
Especially when we get older, because we know we're shrinking.
That's right, that's true. But it's also perfect for our petite girls, because you can tuck in the lining, and then you just see this really pretty burnout, you know, at the bottom. You see like straight through. So we're thinking about you petite girls. It's also a 3/4 sleeve, so it's going to hit you appropriately, maybe a little closer to mid-arm, whereas me, it hits like closer to the elbow. But absolutely perfect.
You know, it's funny, I grabbed this when I came in, and they said, well, Kate's wearing it. I said, okay, I get it, but I just said,
well, I said, can you please check and see what Lynn's wearing? Because oftentimes we pick the same things.
I know. And this being brand new on the day today, again, it's a nice, here's another thing I've never seen, Kate, the weight on this, because a lot of times the burnout you see in a thicker, almost like a knit, like a sweater almost, right? This is so perfect, because it's that lightweight and breathable. It is like, I want to frame it. It's so pretty. Like, it's just, it's like three-dimensional. I hope it's coming up on television.
I love just the slight hint of color behind. I mean, this does look, when you're close up, you do, it does read blush. It's kind of in that taupey blush color.
It is, like almost like a nude almost,
yeah, like kind of like a nude, exactly. And then the lemon, the yellow, oh my gosh, it's so refreshing. It's delicate, it's pretty. I mean, I just can't stress enough how pretty, and I'm really proud of it, because it's a really well done burnout.
It's one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. I wasn't kidding when I said that.
It's really, really pretty, girls. You can trust me on this one. I walked down the hallway, I got a ton of compliments.
Oh, as soon as I saw you on this, I was like, oh, at first I like, wow, it's pretty on the hanger, but when you see it on the girls, right, and on you, it's when it really comes to life. So Annette is wearing that soft blue. Again, she's 5'9". She's wearing it in the 1X and her true to size. Ingeborg just came out in that beautiful lemon color. She's 5'8". She's wearing this in the medium. And then we have Carol, who is 5'8" as well, and she's wearing it in the small. It is that, you don't find tops very often, Kate, I hope this makes sense, that make the outfit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even really need jewelry with this.
Well,
it's
often these days, and you know, we've noticed there's so much change going on in bottoms, right?
Yeah.
So the bottoms business is very, very interesting because you're going from your narrow leg to your wider leg to your flares to your, you know, there's so many choices, the crops, you know, and all those. And everybody's, you know, going crazy on bottoms. There is no doubt about it. But still, girls, you need like almost like 4 or 5 tops to one bottom. And this one set itself apart.
Yeah.
Right? It's not
sure.
It's not basic. It's not even classic with a twist. And a lot of Nina Leonard, we always say is classic with a twist.
Yes.
This is kind of bringing back the femininity of yesteryear.
100%. And I could see this teamed up with the pant that you're wearing, going to church or going, you know, again, to a baby shower or
special occasion.
Special occasion.
No doubt, exactly.
I love that. Something that's relaxed and looks so beautiful. Or at the same time, throw on a pair of jeans.
Oh, yes.
Right? You know, that's
Most
a whole
definitely.
different fun
well,
look.
that I can say is very consistent with a Nina Leonard product because this is not picky to age.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Very
it's definitely
true.
not picky to size. It looks as great on the petite gal as it does on the not so petite gal.
Great
right?
point.
I mean, I'm not a petite gal, far from a petite gal, but Lynn would look lovely in this absolutely as well.
And I'm
so
5'2".
Yeah, and it's not overwhelming on you in any
So
way.
pretty.
The sleeve would be absolutely correct. So, you know, really, really perfect for both of us.
For all of us, and that's the wonderful thing. Okay, brand new today with FlexPay. When you shop with any major credit card or debit card, it's under $17. I hope it's televising as absolutely beautiful as it is in person. It's that burnout. It's just so pretty. It's a great tunic length, about 26 inches in your length. So again, you get that little bit of coverage that is so nice. You do recommend, and let me just double check, Kate, true to size on this,
Oh, yes, I recommend true to size. If you're a little bit bustier, girls, do not size down on this because it doesn't have the same stretch and return as like a Miracle Met jersey would.
Okay,
so if you're a little bit bustier, I would err on the size of going up rather than down.
Okay,
I think you'd be more comfortable.
Advice. All right. 892-513 is the item number. Very, very popular. Right across the board. It looks like that blush. See that, Kate? Everything you put on.
Bam.